Hello, I am Charlotte Jones. I am the CEO and founder of Cultivating Minds Counseling Group, which is located in Birmingham, Alabama, and in Gadsden, Alabama. Today, I just want to talk with you briefly about codependency because a lot of people really does not understand codependency and where it comes from. So, with that being said, I just want to make sure I am correct and delivering this message correct. Um, Codependency is any unhealthy relationship. Okay, uh, a relationship that is excessive, all-consuming, um, on a specific type of relationship. If you feel like this person cannot exist without you, more likely that is a codependent relationship. I would like to just read off a couple of what is codependency. This is what I have. This is what I got this from. What is codependency? My good feelings about who I am stem from being liked by you. So if that person is not um, liked, feeling liked by that person in that specific relationship, they just gonna go to pieces. It feels that way. That's just that codependent um, boundary that they have with that person. Also, too, more so, good feelings about who I am stems from receiving approval. You always seeking approval from that particular or that specific person or that specific relationship. Also, your struggles affect the serenity. Mental attention focuses on solving your problems or relieving pain. My mental attention is focused on pleasing you, that person that you're in that unhealthy relationship with. My mental attention is focused on protecting you, that person that you are in that unhealthy relationship with. Some signs and symptoms. So let me just jump over to some signs and symptoms also of codependency, codependent behavior would be low self-esteem, trouble identifying your own emotions because you're so wrapped up into the other person or that other specific relationship. Trouble making decisions, won't make them on your own. You got to go seek approval from the person in that codependent relationship that involves you. Desire to care for others, desire to feel important to someone. Those are some codependent traits right there, signs and symptoms of that codependent person. Um, Self-esteem, once again, it's bolstered. It's bolstered by just relieving the pain of someone else instead of you really trying to help yourself. But the person don't see that. It's all about pleasing the other person. Seeking their approval, doing everything for them. Down to addiction, and it does come from like dysfunctional families. Even down to addiction, even if what is it? Now you know this person has an addiction, and what are they going to do with the money that they're asking you for? What you do is just so they won't be mad at you, just so they will not be mad at you. You give them some money, just so they will stop fussing, or you just want to please them, or just to seek that approval and giving them that money, you go ahead and do it because you don't want to have to go through that letdown, or you want to make them happy, you want to please them. And if that's what it takes, that's what you will do. That's codependency. I am not aware of how I feel. I am aware of how you feel. That's codependency. I am not aware. I'm not aware of what I want. I ask. I ask what you want. If I'm not aware, I assume. Okay. Your behavior is dictated by the desires of the other person in the relationship, in a dysfunctional ship, is what I call it. Your clothing and personal appearance are dictated by my desires, as you are a reflection of me. Okay? You're not wearing what you want to wear. What you're doing is wearing what you think the person in the relationship wants you to wear. So that's how that works. That's the codependency. And so these are just some things that, if you could get it, where I was just reading those off. One day I'm going to be able to like pull up you know how they share the screen? One day I'll be able to do that, and then that way I could just pull it up on here and go from there. Well, let me ask you some questions, and then we're going to end. Are you codependent? Do you feel responsible for other people, their feelings, their thoughts, actions, choices, wants, needs, well-being, and destiny? Do you? Do you feel compelled to help people solve their problems or try to take care of their feelings? Do you just feel compelled to do that? Do you find it easier to feel and express anger about injustices done to others rather than done to yourself? Wow. Do you feel safest and most comfortable when you are giving to others? Are you a people pleaser? Are you a yes person? Never says no? What would happen if you say no? You know, what would happen if you would actually say no? Once again, the top question is, are you codependent? Do you feel insecure and guilty when someone gives to you? How do you feel? Do you feel empty, bored, and worthless if you don't have someone else to take care of, a problem to solve, or a crisis to deal with? How do you feel just throughout your day? Y'all know I'm big on emotions. Are you often unable to stop talking, thinking, and worrying about other people and their problems? Do you lose interest in your own life when you are in love? Everything is about that person. Everything is about that person. So do you really lose interest in yourself and just wrap your whole world around that person that you're in a relationship with? Do you leave bad relationships only to form new ones that don't work either? There we go. What we got? I just read to you questions of, are you codependent? And are you? What are we going to do about it? What can we do about it? Contact your nearest therapist that you are comfortable with, that you mesh with, that is conducive to your needs. Sit and talk with them to see what you can do and how you can improve yourself. How can you improve healthy relationships? Improve your boundaries. How can you work on your boundaries? Gratitude journals, affirmation journals. So those are some things that could help improve codependency. Because once again, it does come from a line, could come from a line of dysfunction in the family. Addiction is one. Any type of addiction. So, reach out to your nearest therapist. I hope this helped you. Those are just some signs and symptoms of codependency. I am Charlotte, your fabulous therapist, and I am located with Cultivated Minds Counseling Group, located in Birmingham, Alabama, as well as in Gaston. So, talk to you soon. Hope you learned something from this. This is just something educational. This was not meant to be a session. This was just educational to provide to you some signs and symptoms and traits, what to look out for in a codependent person, a codependent relationship, whether it's an addictive relationship or not. These are things you can look out for. Let me read this last part. And I think we did get the picture about you're always being the caregiver of the situation. You really just make everything about the other person. Forget how you're feeling. And that's when a person really just breaks down and becomes stressed and overwhelmed. But a codependent person really do enjoy doing that. And just don't know, hey, you matter. You matter as well. So let's see what we can talk about. Let's see how we can fix this. Let's see how we can improve that self-esteem so you can understand that you matter too. Just contact your nearest therapist or your life coach or whomever you would like to talk with to process these codependent behaviors. Thank you and have a wonderful day.